So I was talking to a friend of mine and we was laughing because back in the day, when you told somebody, it was usually in elementary. I hope it ain't go no further than that. But you would say, "Step into my square" if you wanted to fight. And I laughed and I said, "That's funny." But at the end of the day, what you was when you drew that line with your foot, you were drawing a boundary because you told that person, if you step over this line, we're going to fight. So if they stepped over the line, then it went down. But when I started to think about it spiritually, I said, wait a minute. That's a contractual agreement. What have you came into agreement with that does not agree with you or agree with your spirit? What type of covenants have you made unknowingly because you came into agreement with things that you really didn't agree with? And then it started a fight. And then the first thing you say is, "Hey, I told you, don't, do that." So after they cross over that boundary, then it's a problem. It happens in friendships, relationships, family. So what I'm saying is protect your boundaries. But as you protect your boundaries, don't forget to fight about your boundaries in the spiritual realm. Because you can say what you want to say out here. People are going to test you. They're going to test you. They hoping they can intimidate you. They hoping to break you down to get you to do whatever it is that they want you to do and how they want you to do it. Then you got to stand on your 10 toes and let them know, hey, you got to fight here. You have to fight here. If you continue to cross my boundaries, you have to fight here. But you don't physically fight. You let go. But you don't forget to break the demonic agreement that you made with that person or the covenant that you came into or the altar that you built. You have people come in your house all the time, in and out. You don't know who deposited what. Chosen people don't let a lot of people around like that because we know. People place deposits. They speaking over you. They speaking over your destiny. They hoping you don't make it. They waiting to see you fall. You stick to your boundaries. And when people cross your boundaries, you leave. You leave. You let go. And you let God. And you pray. And you go into the spiritual realm and you take it to the courts of heaven. And then you give it to God. And then they no longer fighting you because they wasn't never fighting you in the first place because the battle was never yours. It was God's. So it's time to just sit back and let people find out that they shouldn't have never crossed your boundaries. Sit back and be quiet. Sit back and love on you. You don't have to have a whole lot of people in your life. You can survive. Work on you. Because if your boundaries are being crossed like that, then that means that your triggers are coming up. That means you're being triggered. And that brings stress. It brings anxiety. It brings demonic oppression. It brings all types of stuff. Now you can't sleep at night. You tossing and turning. You got to pray and break that stuff immediately. Immediately. Return it to sender. Because you're not supposed to hold it anyway. Return it to sender. Return it back to where it came from. Okay? So protect those boundaries. Most importantly, protect you. Peace. Love you.